Hey guys, what's up? Badger here. I'm gonna break down the upcoming card in Macau, which is UFC Fight Night Yan versus Figueredo. Let's start with the first fight. We got Mahashate and Nicolas Mota. These are two fighters, two strikers, so expect us to stay on the feet. Both of them have knockout power. We saw Steve Garcia getting knocked out by Mahashate very early in the first round. Then he lost to Garcia, lost to Borshev, and got a win against Benitez. Nicolas Mota has been looking better. He knocked out Nolan. He lost to Ogden. Okay, this was a premature stoppage, but he definitely lost that fight. He got elbowed by Torres. But listen, I think this is actually a fight that Mota can win. I think his aggressiveness here could play in his advantage. Mahashate will not take down Mota like Ogden did. He's not as aggressive as Torres with those elbows and shit. I think this is a win for Mota. I think that he's gonna show improvements here. He's definitely the much more physical. He has more power in his hands, and I think that he can get the win here. I wouldn't be surprised if he knocks out Mahashate. So yeah, give me Mota to win. I like him in this one. Next fight, we got Long Xiao and Kwang Lee. Man, what we've seen from Long Xiao, he's a good fighter, man. I thought he won against that fight against Cheng Ho Lee. He was definitely the guy that had more. I would say he had just more output in that fight. He made some silly mistakes, but he definitely looked better. Kwang Lee, man, he lost to Chris Gutierrez, but that was a close fight. He managed to take Gutierrez down and control him in some of that fight, but then Gutierrez managed to get the win. I'm gonna go with Long Xiao here. I think that he got more experience. I think that he's gonna be able to just outwork Kwang Lee, who looked like he got tired in the third round, and Long Xiao as well, but that was a very non-stop fight. But I think he has the overall the better game, especially in the striking. I like him to win, so give me Long Xiao. Next fight, we got Leonard Kavanagh and Jose Ochoa. I'm just gonna say that I'm taking Leonard Kavanagh. I don't care who is Jose Ochoa. To be honest, I've never seen him fight. I was so impressed by Leonard Kavanagh, what he did to Antoine Ho, who was a very, I would say, he was a very high title prospect. People were looking. He was coming from the MMA lab. Many people picked him to win, but man, Leonard, he has sick power, and I think that when it comes to the striking, he's just gonna be better here. He's the moderate favorite for a reason. I'm picking Leonard Kavanagh. I think this guy can make a run to the title. So give me Leonard Kavanagh. I think he's gonna be a cash cow. So I want him. I'll take him by knockout. Next one, we got Carlos Hernandez and however you say this last name, Tumen Dembrel, whatever. This guy is coming from Mongolia. From what it seems, seems like from his name, Art of Knockout, he's gonna be looking to knock you out. Can he knock out Senor Hernandez? I don't know, but you have this undefeated prospects coming here, and usually they're heavy favorites. I'm not sure about this guy, man. He got a split decision. He got a 9-4 in the road to UFC. He had some slick wins, but he's not gonna submit Hernandez. And Hernandez looked good, in his last fight against a highly touted prospect, Ray Surya. He was looking good, man. He escaped some nasty positions, and I don't know, will I put money on him? Probably not, but depends. he's the favorite. So it's. I just think that Hernandez can win here. Don't be fooled by the 8-0. Okay, think that Hernandez has a chance here, and he's probably gonna get a win. So if you wanna take him, it's your decision. I'm gonna skip this because I have no idea. I'm gonna skip this as well. I don't care about the tournament championship. Who's this guy? Song Young Yu? I think he looks familiar. No, he's not. Forget about it. Yeah, so just skip those guys. Let's go into this card. Ming Zhang and Uzi Diaz. What we saw from Ming Yang Zhang is he has power. He's aggressive. He's gonna come to knock you out. What we're seeing from Uzi Diaz is probably the same thing. He's aggressive. He's gonna come to knock you out. He got knocked out by Joe Pyfer. Nothing to be ashamed of. He's 34 years old though. Time is ticking. The clock is ticking. Tick tock. I'll just tell you this. This fight is not going the distance. This fight is an under. The fact he managed to survive with Joe Pyfer is impressive. But yeah, this is the thing about Ming Yang Zhang. He's not afraid to go and trade punches with you. And that usually ends in somebody getting knocked out. And Ming Yang Zhang, he doesn't have that good of a chin. Like he almost got knocked out by Ribeiro. He lost by knockout. This is like a coin flip. I think that Uzi Diaz can get a knockout here as well. But if you want to make the smart choice, in my opinion, is just take the under and forget about it. Next one, we got Volkan Ozdemir and Carlos Olberg. I like Carlos Olberg here. I think that he's just too good of a striker. He's not going to get caught by the power of Ozdemir. I think he's just going to use his slickness in his striking to really hurt Ozdemir. I wouldn't be surprised if he knocks him out, But the problem with Ozdemir, he's not only a striker. He has the wrestling, he has submissions. He can submit Olberg. We haven't seen Olberg being tested in his game, but I don't think it's gonna get there. I think that Ozdemir is gonna stand and trade, and he has a good chin. It's very hard to decide here what's gonna happen because you have two good strikers. I'd say that Olberg is the better striker. But Ozdemir has more ways to win, in my opinion. It's really tough for me to call on this one. I'll say that Olberg is gonna get the win. He was more impressive in his so far. He has knockout power. We saw Ozdemir getting knocked out in the past. So yeah, give me Olberg. Kong Wang and Gabriela Fernandez. I don't think we need to discuss what's gonna happen here. I'm picking Kong Wang. She looked phenomenal in her first fight against Victoria Leonardo. She got a win against the current champion in kickboxing. So I'm gonna pick Kong Wang. I'm not that impressed by Gabriela Fernandez. She had a back and forth with Carly Judice. She got a win, but she lost to Teresa Bleda. She lost to Jasmine Justavicius. That's fine. I'm saying Kong Wang by knockout. She's gonna knock her out. Next one, we got Kenan Song and Muslim Salikov. Muslim Salikov looked really good in his last fight against Santiago Ponzinibbio. He was training in elevation, saying he really enjoyed that camp. It was his best camp. But man, the guy's 40 years old, climbing to 41. Kenan Song is good, man. I like what I've seen from him against Ricky Glenn. He got a decision lost by Kevin Jousset, who we know is a stud. Got a win against Bedoya, lost to Gary, but touched him there. Max Griffin got knocked out by Griffin. I don't see Salikov knocking him out. I see Kenan Song knocking out Salikov. I think that he has the ability to knock out Salikov. And we saw he got knocked out by Randy Brown, lost decision to Dalby, and he got knocked out by Jing Liang Li. I think that Kenan Song is going to knock him out, just like Lee did. Give me Song to win. Next one, we got Xiaonan Yan and Tabitha Ricci. I'm picking Yan to win. Tabitha Ricci, she's been escaping those split decisions again and again. Very close fights against Pennington. She lost. Angela Hill, we can talk about it. Lupita Godinez, she got the lose, but everything very close. I think that when it comes to this fight, in the striking department, Shionan is the better striker. Like, I'm not impressed by Tabitha Ricci's striking. She does improve it a bit. But man, she's not a good striker. It's just not her game. Yan, man, on the other side, she's very good with her striking. She had a very tough match against Weili Zhang, where she had moments where she almost finished Zhang. A very tough girl, Yan. I think that she's gonna get the win here. I don't see Tabitha taking her down. I think that she's gonna be able to keep the fight standing, where she's gonna have, I would say, the advantage. And we saw in her fight against Dern tried to take her down. She couldn't. I don't think that Tabitha Ricci has a better takedown game compared to Dern. So give me Shionan to win. I think she's the far better striker. And she's going to get the decision, maybe a knockout. I'm not... Tabitha got knocked out in the past. But I'll probably say it's going to go to a decision. And if it goes to a decision, the judges should favorite Yan and not Ricci like what usually happens. Next fight, we got Davison Figueredo and Peter Yan. This is going to be a banger. I'm really looking forward for this one. I'm going to pick Figueredo just because I believe that his takedown game would be good enough to cause problems to Peter Yan. And he's long enough with his striking to, stay safe on the feet, I guess. Although Yan, we know he's a very tough fighter when it comes to that regard. But I see Davison Figueredo using his wrestling. We saw what happened to Yan when he fought against Merab. We saw that. We saw in his fight against Sterling that he can get taken down. His back can be taken. And I think that Figueredo will use that. I think he's going to take him down. I think he's going to use that in his advantage. Will he finish Yan? I don't think so. If, O'Malley couldn't finish Yan, Merab couldn't finish Yan, Sterling couldn't finish Yan, he's not going to finish Yan. So this fight is probably going the distance. But I'm taking the dog, man. Plus 265 for Figueredo, a former champion in the featherweight division. Not featherweight, sorry. What am I saying? 125. It's not featherweight. Forgot how you say it. But you know what I'm saying here. I'm picking Figueredo. I think that he's just the advantage he has on the feet, and we saw how easily Yan can be taken down. I think this is going to be in his favor. So give me Figueredo to win. And guys, if you want to join my Telegram group, we are positive. We're up 5 or 6 units on our free bets. Link is in the description. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.